triple threat. Extreme winter weather hitting from coast to coast. A blast of snow striking the Northeast tonight as a new major storm takes aim at the west, ready to sweep across the country. Ginger Zee standing by with the weekend track. The deadly high-rise crash, a plane slamming into the 16th floor of an apartment building before crashing onto a pool deck filled with construction workers. The stinging message tonight for President Trump from the parents of Otto Warmbier, who died after being held hostage in North Korea. Why they're speaking out about Kim Jong-un now and how the president responded late today. The big league baseball executive caught on camera, physically struggling with his wife, who cries out for help. What the CEO is saying tonight and the reaction from Major League Baseball moments ago. Terrifying confrontation of former patient attacking her therapist with a hunting knife inside of her office. The desperate 911 calls and the chilling moment police arrive. And countdown to launch, the ambitious plan to send Americans back into space.
This is ABC World News Tonight with David Muir.
And good evening, and it's great to have you with us on a busy Friday night. I'm Tom Llamas, in for David, and we begin tonight with the triple threat of winter storms moving across the country tonight. Millions bracing for snow, ice, and heavy rain from coast to coast. The Northeast getting hit with a second round of snow for tonight's commute home. Plows clearing highways there in Camden, New Jersey. 20 inches of rain falling in Northern California. At least one person swept away by flash flooding. And another major storm beginning its march from California all the way to Maine. Airlines already reporting delays and cancellations. ABC's Ariel Resheff leads us off.
Tonight, driving conditions deteriorating for millions. Vehicles off the road amid a whiteout in Minnesota. This semi jackknifing in the Colorado Rockies. And across the Northeast, a messy morning commute. In Maryland, state police responding to more than 60 crashes, including this fatal collision on the Beltway outside Washington, D.C.
So if this is your normal commute, you want to stay way clear of this.
In the West, residents assessing the damage after record-breaking rains inundated communities north of San Francisco. Our Will Carr is in Guerneville.
The water here is starting to go down fast, but you still have homes and businesses like this putt-putt course that are swamped. The damage is significant, with more rain on the way this weekend.
Those rains part of a major coast-to-coast storm, now marching east. Tom, tonight ice and snow wreaking havoc here at LaGuardia Airport. More than 650 flights delayed, and another blast of snow expected this evening, and yet another round later this weekend. Tom.
It's going to be a travel mess in parts of the country. All right, Ariel, thank you. Let's get right to ABC Chief Meteorologist Ginger Zee with the forecast. She's along the George Washington Bridge tonight. Ginger, good evening.
Good evening, Tom. Take Boston, for example, a city that has had more than 20 inches below their average this season, so they are snow-starved. We're going to make a dent in that this weekend. Let's get right into it. I'll take you to the maps now, where you see in Minnesota and Wisconsin one of the low-pressure systems, visibility reportedly down to near zero in the states that have been really hard hit. But for us, where we've been so mild and have had so little snow, we're getting it tonight. We're going to have that winter weather advisory from New York to Boston, and some of that coastal New England going to end up with some of the heavier snow totals by tomorrow morning. Then we turn our attention to the West Coast. That storm hitting tonight for Northern California with the rain into early tomorrow morning. Denver has a Saturday night snow, moves it across. I want you to focus in on Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia, where you get severe storms on Sunday afternoon and evening. Damaging wind is the primary threat. The northern part of that is that low that becomes a coastal system and impacts us Sunday night into Monday morning, making for a very difficult commute. The heaviest snow falling from Worcester back through Scranton. Tom.
And we'll stay tracking both these storms through the weekend. Ginger, thank you. Now to the frightening scene in Fort Lauderdale, a small plane crashing right into a high-rise apartment building. Authorities say the pilot was killed when the plane, flying a banner, slammed into the 18-story building, hitting between the 16th and 17th floors. Surveillance video showing the plane's final moments. You see it there. The pilot trying to pull up, that banner appearing to catch part of the building. ABC's Victor Oquendo is on the scene tonight.
Tonight, the plane's crumpled wreckage still lying 160 feet below where it slammed into the side of this high-rise.
The caller is advising that the plane crashed into his apartment.
Surveillance video capturing the moment a banner trailing the plane appears to get caught, the plane disappearing off camera. That entire building quickly evacuated. Inside, you can see the damage in one resident's kitchen. This yellow banner plane was in the air for 90 minutes before crashing in between the 16th and 17th floors of this Fort Lauderdale condo, leaving that gaping hole.
I heard a loud bang, and then a couple seconds later, it crashed.
The pilot, the only person on board, did not survive. Construction crews were working on the deck below at the time of the crash, while residents were inside the building. Incredibly, none of them injured by the falling aircraft.
Could have been much worse.
It could have been substantially worse with a lot more injuries on scene.
Tom, tonight we're learning that in 2015, while flying in California, this same plane had an engine failure. It caused the pilot to make an emergency landing in the LA River. That plane is still on the pool deck here behind me. The NTSB is here, and they'll be heading the investigation. Tom?
Victor Oquendo for us tonight. Victor, thank you. We want to turn to politics now. We move to the White House. President Trump facing new backlash in the wake of his summit collapse with North Korea. The president seeming to anger the parents of American college student Otto Warmbier, who died after being imprisoned by the regime. The Warmbiers, who attended last year's State of the Union, issuing a blistering statement after the president defended Kim Jong-un over their son's death. President Trump responding late today. ABC senior national correspondent Terry Moran is at the White House.
While President Trump was enjoying his time with North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un in Hanoi,
I think very importantly, the relationship is, just very strong.
Fred and Cindy Warmbier kept silent. Today, they broke that silence, declaring in an extraordinary statement, "We have been respectful during this summit process. Now we must speak out." Their son, Otto Warmbier, arrested in North Korea in 2016 while on an adventure tour, paraded before cameras, his terrified, anguished confession.
Please, I have made the worst mistake of my life.
A propaganda stunt by Kim. 17 months later, Otto Warmbier was dead, flown home in a coma after being brutalized in North Korean custody. In 2018, President Trump invited the Warmbiers to the State of the Union and pointedly blamed Kim for their son's death.
The dictatorship sentenced Otto to 15 years of hard labor before returning him to America last June, horribly injured and on the verge of death.
But in Hanoi, the president seemed to absolve the dictator.
He felt badly about it. In those prisons and those camps, you have a lot of people, and some really bad things happened to Otto. Some really, really bad things.
Why are you?
But he tells me that he didn't know about it, and I will take him at his word.
Today, the Warmbiers were blunt. Kim and his evil regime are responsible for the death of our son Otto. And without mentioning the president, they rebuked him for his bromance with the dictator.
He likes me, I like him. Some people say, oh, you shouldn't like him. I said, why shouldn't I like him? I like him, get along great.
Kim and his evil regime are responsible for unimaginable cruelty and inhumanity, the Warmbiers said. No excuses or lavish praise can change that.
All right, Terry Moran joins us now from the White House. And Terry, President Trump responding to the Warmbier family tonight, saying he's being misinterpreted, but his words were pretty clear.
They were, Tom. President Trump has gushed about Kim Jong-un in a way he hasn't with any other world leader. He said literally, quote, "We fell in love," and he's praised him as a visionary leader, but he's insisting tonight that does not change his relationship with the Warmbiers. He praised them and tweeted, "I love Otto and think of him often." Tom?
Terry Moran for us at the White House. Let's stay in Washington, though. The White House also pushing back against questions concerning the security clearance for President Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner. The New York Times reporting the president ordered Kushner receive top-secret clearance over the objections of intelligence officials. Democrats giving the White House until Monday to turn over all documents related to Kushner's security status. Here's ABC's Chief Justice correspondent Pierre Thomas.
Congressional Democrats today putting the White House on notice, setting a Monday deadline to hand over documents related to Jared Kushner's top-secret security clearance. The documents were requested 5 weeks ago. Now, in a sternly worded letter, House Oversight Committee Chairman Elijah Cummings says he's asking for the final time. It comes after the New York Times reported President Trump ordered former White House Chief of Staff John Kelly to give his son-in-law the clearance last year over the objections of the CIA and the White House counsel. In January, Trump said he had nothing to do with any of it.
You tell General Kelly or anyone else in the White House to overrule security officials, the career?
No, I don't think I have the authority to do that. I'm not sure I do, but I wouldn't do it.
Ivanka Trump telling ABC News the same just weeks ago.
The president had no involvement pertaining to my clearance or my husband's clearance. Zero.
Today, the White House refusing to confirm or deny the New York Times report. But they are saying this.
But I will tell you that the president has the absolute right to do what was described.
Pierre Thomas joins us now from Washington. And Pierre, once again, let's be clear here. Congress is giving the White House until Monday to turn over any documents related to Jared Kushner's top security clearance.
That's exactly right, Tom. Monday is the deadline, and there's a not so subtle threat. If the request is ignored, expect a subpoena, Tom.
Pierre Thomas for us tonight. Pierre, thank you. Next tonight, some disturbing images made public showing San Francisco Giants CEO Larry Baer in a physical altercation with his wife. The two tussling in a public park as she screams for help. Here's ABC's Marcy Gonzalez.
Tonight, police say they're investigating this fight between San Francisco Giants CEO Larry Baer and his wife. TMZ Sports posting this video showing Baer trying to grab a cell phone out of her hands as she screams for help, then falls out of her seat and onto the ground as he pries the phone away. Afterward, you hear Pam Baer still shouting in the background as her husband tells her to stop. Baer later telling the San Francisco Chronicle, "My wife and I had an unfortunate public argument related to a family member, and she had injured her foot and she fell off her chair in the course of the argument." And Baer reportedly went on to say he apologized to his wife, the couple calling the situation embarrassing. Major League Baseball tells us tonight they are working to gather more information about what happened. Tom?
Marcy, thank you. Now to a terrifying confrontation in California. Police releasing body cam video of a former patient armed with a knife threatening to kill her therapist. Officers forced to make a split-second life or death decision. ABC's Clayton Sandell with the video tonight.
A panicked 911 call sends officers racing in.
I just stabbed! Please!
Okay, who stabbed you? The voice on the line is a mental health therapist in Fullerton, California, attacked by a former patient seen walking in moments earlier with a hunting knife. That patient, Catherine Brazeau, had been treated by the therapist for 3 years until they had a falling out. The therapist got a restraining order, Brazeau allegedly making repeated threats.
She makes it clear the therapist is going to die.
2 veteran officers try to get in, but the door is locked. So they kick it in. As Brazeau raises the knife again, both officers open fire. Brazeau, shot 7 times, was killed. The therapist survived.
This entire incident from last May was over in just 3 minutes. The district attorney determined that both officers acted reasonably in order to save a life. Tom?
Clayton Sandell with that chilling video. Clayton, thank you. And news tonight about the crash of the Amazon cargo plane near Houston. The NTSB recovering the cockpit voice recorder from the Atlas cargo jet. 3 crew members were killed when the plane went into a nosedive moments before landing last Saturday. No word yet on what may have caused that crash. And the countdown is underway tonight. SpaceX and NASA hours away from a critical next step in relaunching America's manned space program. The Crew Dragon capsule, you see it there, set for a test flight to the International Space Station early tomorrow morning with a dummy passenger on board. If all goes well, the capsule may take American astronauts into space for the first time in 8 years. And there's still much more ahead of World News Tonight this Friday. The miracle survival caught on camera. A teenager, you see her here trapped inside her bedroom after a plane slammed into her home. How she was able to walk away. Plus, the young woman killed by her friend. The alleged motive, inheritance money. Now, the secretly recorded confession police say helped crack the case. And the manhunt intensifying tonight for the hit-and-run minivan driver who caused this dramatic rollover. Stay with us.
You want a fresh-smelling home, but some air fresheners use heavy, overwhelming scents. Introducing Febreze One, a new range of innovative air fresheners with no heavy perfumes that you can feel good about using in your home to deliver a light, natural-smelling freshness. Febreze One neutralizes stale, stuffy odors and releases a subtle hint of fragrance like bamboo or lemongrass ginger. To eliminate odors with no heavy perfumes, try new Febreze One. Brand power helping you buy better.
Dry mouth has been a problem for me. I just drank tons of water all the time. It was never enough. My dentist suggested Biotene. My mouth felt more lubricated. I used Biotene rinse. Then I used the spray. Biotene did make a difference.
Your brain changes as you get older, but Prevagen helps your brain with an ingredient originally